Hi you guys, it's your girl Miss Confident. This particular YouTube video is going to be for my parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, friends, or any of the above, or more so. I don't know. Just anyone who has a child with diabetes. That can be type 1 diabetes, which I have a child who is 6 years old, who was diagnosed at 5 years old, and who is almost 7 years old. With type 1 diabetes. And I myself have type 1 diabetes, but this is not about me. This is about our youth, our kids with type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes. Like, I just want to know your stories on how you handle it. Like when your child was diagnosed, your grandchild or anything like that, your niece or nephew, because there's different types of families, so I'm trying not to leave out any particular, situation, stepchild, adopted child, foster child, any of that, how you dealt with it and how you're dealing with it. We all can help each other out because no two situations, I should say, are similar. No two situations are similar, and I want to hear you guys' stories, and I'm here to share mine. My daughter, Alanna, she is 6 years old. She actually is getting ready to turn 7 next month, and she was diagnosed in June of 2016. Yeah, she was diagnosed in June of 2016 with type 1 diabetes. My story with her is basically I had noticed that she was losing weight. She looked sick to me. You know how you just know your child. Like other people were saying, she's just sprouting up. She's just growing. All kids grow through the summertime, and she's just getting skinny. And because she wasn't chubby, but she was like an average size child. She wasn't skinny, she was average. And I just was like, the first day I just had a gut instinct. I was like, I feel like I need to take her sugar. And I had done it before when she was like smaller, but it was good. I just did it just to be careful because when she was first born, they was expecting her to come out with diabetes. Because I got diabetes while I was pregnant I found out I had type 1 diabetes upon finding out like a month later that I was pregnant with her, but I actually was already pregnant, if that's making sense. But like I said, everybody was just making me feel like I was just being like an overprotective parent. So flash forward, it was one day and she just like, I'm sorry. She was kind of sick, and like I said, you just know how you just know your child. Like your child comes from you as a mother. I would speak as a mother. Your child comes from you. So I just knew, I was just like, something's just not right. Like my inner self was just like, my inner conscience was just like, check it. Like, you have to put your fear to the side for the betterment of her. She was always thirsty, and I'm just like, these are symptoms, like me having type 1 diabetes. I'm like, these are symptoms of diabetes. So, and I actually had a dream probably like 2 years before this happened that it was going to happen. It actually, like, the exact dream is what happened. But yeah, so I called her in the room. I didn't tell my husband that I was taking it. I just called her in the room and I said, let me take your sugar. She was like, okay. She saw me do it all the time. So of course a child wants to be like their parent, not knowing, what it exactly is. So I took her sugar and her blood sugar. I call it sugar for short. If I say sugar, I mean blood sugar. I took her blood sugar and it was unreadable. So I'm like, okay, let me try it again. I took it again. It was unreadable. And at an instant, my heart dropped. My heart dropped. I told my mom,